hoping to come out of the gates strong.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Marjanovic, Doncic out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at small forward. And for Los Angeles, Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. The offensive rebound. Here's Marjanovic. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Leonard, no luck.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Doncic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And George kicks to Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside for Batum. Outside Leonard. It doesn't go for him. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. The wide open look here for Porzingis. They get it back.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. There's Jackson with the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Dallas has gone 0 for 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Unloads. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
That shot misses. For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Excellent D there from George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Doncic against Jackson. Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 5.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by George. Clippers trail by 4. Oh, Morris in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi. Aware of what the defense is trying to do. Understands the spacing.
Doncic looking it over. 1:10 left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot to the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Jackson passes to Morris. Tipped away. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Doncic. And it's off the back rim. No good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And there's the pass to Porzingis. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Count that one. 7 points in the game.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
And George kicks to Jackson. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. And it's off from three-point range. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. And here's Morris for three. And so it's Dallas, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this.
Never felt my place in the crowd, so I stay from the
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Josh Richardson. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Cauley Stein in at the power forward. Mavericks leading by 6.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Over Leonard. Stolen by Zubac. One-on-one here. Oh, Rondo in position.
Like seeing Rondo getting busy on offense. Not only looking to dish the ball, he will shoot it when given the chance.
Brunson the pass to Redick. Powell in the high post. Shoots over Zubac. The shot by Powell, no good.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Redick finds Richardson. Cauley Stein against Zubac. Here's Powell. Down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Redick for 3. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 8. Passes it to Brunson. Outside, Redick. Rondo against Cauley Stein. Over Rondo. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. But putback. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here's Rondo. Zubac, the second chance points on the tip in. Zubac has got his first basket.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
1:39 left now here in the second. Right side, Redick fires for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Clippers trail by 9. Now Rondo inside. Powell with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound Mavericks. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Kennard for 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks leading by 9. Outside, Redick. That shot missing, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. It's deflected and stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Richardson, and the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
Both teams will make substitutions. Leonard hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Brunson scanning the floor. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Off target with his three.
Gotta run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
From deep. No good on the last second attempt there.
Locked down, Leonard, a smothering force on the defensive end.
And so it's Dallas. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. And that's a...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Clippers trail by 7. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Batum in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. That one drops for him.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Doncic outside. To the left side wing. Here's Marjanovic. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Batum, good. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Here's Marjanovic. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Marjanovic. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got his first 3 points of the game.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Pass to Jackson. George against Hardaway. Left side, Batum. Jackson from long range. Goes up the baseline. Morris, no good. Mavericks leading by 8. And here's Porzingis for a 3. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jackson, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Doncic outside. Up and in on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
On the wing, Morris. Tries from 16. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And the shot goes in. Doncic has got 6 points.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
In the corner, George with it. Back to Jackson. Up top, Batum. Goes up from the top of the key. Jackson misses.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Hardaway has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
Some coaches might not like taking the three on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
To the middle, Porzingis with the steal. Hardaway against Jackson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. George with no one around. And again, no good by the Clippers. Mavericks leading by 11. Doncic outside. Shoots a three. Marjanovic, no good. The Clippers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Hardaway kicks to Marjanovic. Back to Hardaway. Over Jackson. Dallas again missing.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And George with the stuff. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Josh Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Melly in at the power forwards position. Mavericks leading by 5. Brunson with it. Now the pass to Porzingis. Here's Melly, covered by Morris. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Brunson. He dishes it to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Passes it to Richardson. Batum with the steal. Here's Rondo. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
That's 10 straight points now, all on fast breaks. They are running wild out here.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Cauley Stein comes in for Nicole O'Malley. J.J. Redick's checked in for Luka Doncic. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Richardson dishes to Cauley Stein, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
In the corner, it's Morris. Pass to Kennard. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
On defense, the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. And Burke has it in the corner. Here's Powell. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris inside. Richardson covering. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Morris.
Important points from Morris. When he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Burke, the pass to Redick. That one goes. He's counted.
J.J. Redick, he wants the ball in these big moments.
And here's Jackson. Kicks it to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Burke with it. Guarded down by Jackson. From down in the low post, it goes.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 3. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Doncic outside. The rebound by Ibaka.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
But they'll get another chance. Anderson passes to Ibaka. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Doncic outside. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Marjanovic, and the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Doncic. Count it.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
Jackson kicks to Patterson. And here's George for three. Porzingis with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, off target. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a three-point lead.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot-blocking stretch four. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They didn't make it easy on themselves. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Coming up next, the Clippers. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. D.A.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. And the Clippers starting five. Batuma's out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there at Bol. Then there's Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 2 guard. Now, here's Bol. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Jokic finds Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Murray against Jackson. Morris trying to free himself up, and Jackson gets it to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And it's Murray penetrating.
Surprising quickness. Murray bearing his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless. That's one he knows he should have drained.
And it's George finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Here's George. Following the basket by Jokic. Fires the three. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's Murray with the jam.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
George looking around. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Outside for Jackson. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson. George has got his second basket.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Murray against Jackson. The pass to Bull. Basket good.
Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Jackson, and Leonard has it in the corner. No good from outside. Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Over George. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Gordon. Puts it up from 17, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Murray against Jackson. Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And George, here we go, Morris. Outside Leonard from the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
One thing about Porter Jr. you talk about is consistency, and that is just not on the floor. It's about his health and availability to his team so he can show off the multi-talented game he does have.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Bull. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They get it again. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. The Nuggets on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to each game.
Mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's man in at the three. Morris, no good.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And here's Rondo, following the basket by Paul Millsap.
Pretty much an unpredictable player, at least where the passes are coming from. That's really what makes Rondo so hard to guard in pick and roll. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Millsap finds Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Now here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Wide open look here for Zubac. No good with the wing jumper.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the inside. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's Mann. Here's Morris, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
And Morris throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Kennard against Morris. Passes it to McGee. He kicks it to Millsap. Second shot opportunity. Millsap controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Millsap's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, Millsap a little bit gritty there. Good to see him go in and hit the glass.
Kennard, the pass to Mann. Back to Kennard. And here's Rondo. Clock at 6. Down low. McGee with the block. And he recovers it. And they pick up 2. Morris has got 6 here in this quarter.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Morris against Kennard. Morris dishes to Millsap. For Los Angeles, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Here's Morris. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That puts them in the lead. Morris has got 10.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Morris outside to the paint. It's tipped. Here's Millsap. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Millsap after Rajon Rondo's bucket. And the wide open shot from Morris. And another miss by Denver. Clippers leading by 4. 1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Count the basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Tries from 10, and that one released in time, but no good.
That's a good all.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game, great performance by Marcus Morris.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Michael Porter's out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Bull. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket for Murray.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Now, here's George. 6 points for him. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard attacking. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 8 points. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Now here's Murray. He's got 8. Porter with it. George picks him up. And the dunk by Bull.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Now, here is George. Defense right on him. And it's sent back by Jokic. Tries again. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic. The Clippers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. First free throw is good.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Pass to Jokic. Over Morris. Yes! And the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And here is Los Angeles now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Murray against Jackson. Jokic grabs the miss.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
George against Porter. And it's George missing. The Nuggets have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. And then Gordon with the dunk.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Here's George. The Nuggets hitting the bucket. Here's Jackson, and it's sent back by Jokic. One-on-one here. Bull the pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Murray outside. The pass to Bull. Back to Murray. Over Jackson. Murray, no good. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Showing the quickness right there, just tough to keep up with him.
Outside, George. Oh, Morris in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Gordon dishes to Porter. To the inside. Good work defensively by Morris. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside for George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Murray the pass to Bull. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. There's Jackson with the 3. No good.
Now there's some length from Murray as a guard there as he helps out on defense and pesters the shooter.
And the game still closely contested as we end. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kennard. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 3. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. McGee with the block. Rivers against Kennard. Rivers can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 3. to tie it up. That shot, no good. The Nuggets shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. And McGee kicks to Rivers. Morris against Rondo. Here's Millsap. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The D cannot allow Millsap to get that deep inside the paint. He's just too good in there.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. The feed to Batum. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
It's tipped. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Leonard. And so here are the Clippers. Millsap kicks to Dozier. Batum against McGee. Props in the layup for 2. McGee's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Here's Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson. Using his poise and vision to make a play.
Morris passes to Millsap. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
You can see how comfortable Millsap is right now. His confidence growing.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And that one hits back iron.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Clippers trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Barton against Kennard. Barton passes to Dozier. Millsap kicks to Barton. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And finished off by Leonard.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
1:44 left in the game. Morris passes to Millsap. Inside, Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Double team on Millsap. The kick out to Barton. And another miss by Denver. Clippers trail by 7. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Batum finds Jackson. That one falls.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Morris into the lane. LA's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Batum. In the corner, Kennard with it. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Clippers with a change here, too. George is checked in. Jackson passes to George. Off target from three-point range.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Murray kicks to Gordon. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. George passes to Morris. A three-pointer, no good. Now, here's Bull. So the Nuggets win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The NBA on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. We've got Gordon. Michael Porter's out there with Murray. Then there's Bull. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for Dallas, we've got Hardaway. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Doncic. Marjanovic finds Doncic. It's good. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Basket counts.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. A new 14 for the Mavericks. No good on that one. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Gordon. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. The jump hook. The Mavericks pull it in.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Puts it up from 12, and he hits the jumper for 2.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Doncic with it. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Jokic with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And at 6 foot.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And there's the pass to Doncic. To stop the run. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Bol. Austin Rivers comes in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Good on the shot. 6 points for Jokic.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Morris against Brunson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Dallas again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Jokic throws it down.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
The Nuggets leading by 10. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Brunson, and it's sent back by Morris. Nice shot by Porzingis.
That's what he wants more of. Up until now, the accuracy just hadn't been there.
Morris looking over the floor. To the middle. Jokic inside. Guarded by Marjanovic. Jokic, no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Here's Morris after Luka Doncic's bucket. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Jokic has got 10.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
And here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Porzingis on the foul.
And to me, this is what KP has got to do. Porzingis has the size and length to be a factor on the offensive glass.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. Rivers trying to get open. The layup off target. Hardaway with a wide open. Oh, he nailed it.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Richardson. And it's Powell in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Brunson after the basket by Will Barton. Pass to Redick. Down low. McGee with the block. They recover it. Cauley Stein slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on JaVale McGee. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game here. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Here's Cauley Stein after the basket by Will Barton. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Cauley Stein.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, Powell is proving to be a handful inside. Does a good job utilizing his long arms to get the call.
The Mavericks have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Nelly is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Now, here's Doncic. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Here's Murray following the score by Josh Richardson. Murray, the pass to Barton. Back to Murray. Dishes it to Barton. To the wing right side. Here's McGee.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
Murray against Doncic. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. To the inside. Puts it up from 12. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game. And, boy, it is on display right now.
Here's Barton. Back to Murray. Denver passing it around. And that one, good. Murray's got 6 points.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark. Got a piece of it. Here's Dozier. Here's McGee. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 10 points, 4 rebounds, and
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver. Cole is out there with Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Murray in at the point guard. Outside, Porter. He kicks the ball. Outside, Gordon. Mavericks with the rebound. Hardaway for 3. Porter pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the basket by Gordon.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Near the step back. It's held in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And Doncic gets it to go.
It doesn't seem to matter where Luka Doncic is on the floor. His shooting ability is impressive.
Murray surveying the D. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Finney-Smith. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. For the lead. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Here's the three. The Mavericks rebound. Second chance shot. Up again. Can't hit the putback. Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Back to Gordon. Murray outside. Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And here's Doncic from the arc. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Richardson comes in for Luka Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Brunson the pass to Redick. Now Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And that one's good. Barton.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Brunson to the paint. Good work defensively by Millsap. Deflects the pass. The Nuggets leading by 5 and pushing it up. Here's Denver. And a wide open look for Porter on the 3 off target. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Out to the right wing. Brunson with a clean look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points, and that one's good. Millsap.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Redick against Barton. Shoots the 3. Not going to go that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Powell, and he lays it straight in.
I tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Outside Millsap. On the wing, Porter. Kept alive.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Now the Mavericks with it. It's a 5-point game. They've got Porzingis, Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Melly in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Dozier, and that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Porzingis can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Here's Dozier. Kicks to McGee. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Josh Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Doncic lays it in.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Morris with the ball. Takes a three. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Doncic feeling it out. To the middle. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. The tray buries the long-range jumper.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
The Nuggets leading by 4. And here's Barton. Morris dishes to Millsap. Marjanovic against Morris. Ball's knocked loose. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Mavericks making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Here's Doncic. That one good for 2. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Wide open look here for Murray, and the 3 ball is good.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
It's Redick on the wing. Outside, Porzingis. Doncic against Murray. Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. Marjanovic, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to. Well, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Inside, Jokic. Back to Murray. Offline with his 3. Mavericks trailed by 3. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Murray. Doncic, no good. Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Right wing. Bull the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Doncic. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. And 1:01 left to play here in the fourth.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Porzingis finds Doncic. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Good defense by Jokic.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. It's stolen by Marjanovic.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
And here's Porzingis for a three. Bullseye! A tremendous three to tie it up. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. So the Nuggets win the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon out there at Bowl. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter at the 2. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Come get it, come get it.
Now, here's Doncic. Shot clock at 5 to take the lead.
Love the determination by Murray on defense. Really doing his best to pester these shooters.
And finished off by Porter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
The three for Doncic. Connects from three-point range. Doncic has got 23 points.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Outside Gordon. And the pass to Jokic. And he banks in the layup.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Now Doncic. Finney-Smith kicks to Marjanovic. Pass to Doncic. Porzingis, and it's Denver with the rebound. Bulls got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Jokic, and that one drops for him. And now a 3-point Nugget lead.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Doncic outside. Bucket is good. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Passes to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Back to Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Outside Porter. Can't knock in the three. Got it.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're down by 1. 9 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What do you think, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
Here's Redick. Launches a three. Right between the eyes.
One of the purest shots in NBA history. Redick's a guy you can count on in crunch time.
Denver calls timeout. They trail by 2. 3 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Guys, what do you think?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Here's Porter. Money!
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Here's Doncic. Oh, he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. And here are the Mavericks now. Porzingis with the ball. Doncic outside. To the inside. Here's Marjanovic. Runs in the pass to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Had the space there, but it's offline.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Luka Doncic. The Nuggets also changing it up. Cole comes in for Green, and Barton subbed in for Monte Moore. A free throw drops for Rivers.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
And the Mavericks call time here. A different look for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Richardson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for Denver, JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Porter comes in for Austin Rivers. And it's Jamal Murray in for Barton. Great positioning on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And the shot is good. Jokic has got 8 here in the quarter.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Outside, Porzingis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nuggets leading by 3. And here is Murray. Outside, Porter. Back to Murray. It's up a 3. That one doesn't drop. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Richardson the pass to Cauley Stein. And the call, the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, not only can Jokic get some steals, but he's such a great passer. He gets the break going with the quick outlet.
Doncic against Murray. Lets the three fly, and it's Denver with the rebound.
And you get the sense that he's hit a wall here in OT. He just hasn't been much help to them at all offensively.
Pass to Porter. Jacks up a three. Jokic kicks to Porter. Now, here's Jokic. In the corner, it's Gordon. A second chance effort. And the miss. So we see Denver get the win here. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. And the Clippers starting five. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the three spot. And for Dallas, we've got Hardaway. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the three. And George with the stuff.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And here is Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, you look at Porzingis, this guy is very skilled, and you give him those kind of looks, he'll cash in all day long.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks, but you got to remember Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
The shot by George, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Finney-Smith lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Morris. Leonard kicks to Morris. No good on the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Porzingis. The Clippers grab the miss. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's the lob to the hoop. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
The shot by George, no good. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Leans. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like this.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Rondo finds Leonard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now, here's Doncic. From deep three-point range, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Doncic against George.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Zubac. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Master teaching class going on out there on how to run an offense. What a beautiful thing it is to watch Rondo go to work.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Melly. No one near him. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out. Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw and all.
Now, here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Johnson with it. Man passes to Leonard. Can't tie it up as that one misses. A shot off that time. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, Josh Richardson out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Brunson in at the point. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket for Rajon Rondo.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Richardson the pass to Pop. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Passes it to Mann. Morris trying to free himself up. Shoot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Burke, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And then for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac, and it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Richardson outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Ollie Stein in the post, covered by Morris.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Kennard. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Outside, Redick. Down low, Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Powell in the high post. And the dunk by Powell.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Jackson dishes to Batum. The drive by Jackson. That shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Jackson has the open look, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Batum for 3. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Leonard with the steal. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Jackson looking around. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And that's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Now, here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Good work defensively by Morris. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And the dunk by Batum.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Doncic outside to the wing on the left. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. To the paint. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Marjanovic has got 9 points.
Boy, I like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
And so it's the... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. You look at Boban Marjanovic. He's really playing well.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got Reggie Jackson. Batuma's out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in the shooting guard. Jackson from long range. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. A pass to Porzingis. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Oh, power on that. Threw down.
It's almost as if he's allergic to layups. I mean, this guy has got to throw it down at every opportunity.
You know his teammates love seeing him explode to the rim like that.
They most certainly do, guys. That gets everybody up off the bench, too.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Kennard's checked in. Finney-Smith kicks to Marjanovic. They grab their own miss. Got a piece of it. Here we go, one-on-one. He lobs it up. Kennard finds Jackson. Back to Kennard. Rebounded by Hardaway.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. No good on the triple.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Porzingis, and it's Richardson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Paul George is checked in for Kennard.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
George against Richardson. George passes to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson against Brunson. There's the pass to Melly. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. A finish. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
And the Mavericks call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Nicolo Melli. J.J. Redick's checked in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic against Batum.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
On the wing, Jackson from downtown. Can't hit that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Fades and shoots.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And George, here we go.
Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length and he knows how to use it, and he gets exactly where he wants to.
Doncic outside. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 9.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Here's Jackson. Kicks it to Batum. Launches it. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks leading. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
George looking over the floor. Off target with his 3. Cauley-Stein in the post. Just 3 on the clock. Misses the layup. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Mavericks ahead, up by 3. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Doncic. Can't hit from in close.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Rondo dishes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Doncic outside. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Richardson in for Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his 1st foul of the game. Leonard attacking. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Doncic with the bucket.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And the Clippers call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked with the team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Now, Doncic. And he makes good on the layup.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And here's Beverly. He kicks to Patterson. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. And the basket is good. Ibaka's got his first bucket in this one.
Big stakes, big bucket. Ibaka showing he has the mettle to rise to the challenge.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. The Clippers in the lead. And an intentional foul right there. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Ibaka kicks to Patterson.
Well, Richardson's quickness really makes him a tough defender. He's just all over you.
Pass to Porzingis. Ibaka with some nice D. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Count that bucket. 19 points for Leonard.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moment.
Doncic with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Patterson. That ball's nice speed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Doncic against George. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Out to Ibaka. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Marjanovic.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's to Porzingis. Shoots over Patterson. Goes back up. Here's Marjanovic, and he gets the whistle. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
The shot by George, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They lead by 1. It counts.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Back to George. Passes it to Leonard. There's the 3. Misses the 3. So it's an arrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. The NBA on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Gordon out there with Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the 1. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Batum, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's Murray. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Jokic with it. George picks him up. And now the Clippers on the break. Jackson misses.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And here's Barton following Marcus Morris's 3. Barton passes to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
And George, here we go. And the wide open shot from Morris. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And a wide open look for Porter. Goes back up. A second chance effort. And it's Jokic missing. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
A 3 from Leonard, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
A really good decision there from Paul George, quick to find the open man.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in, and Jokic throws it down.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Morris right side. Passes it to Batum. Back to Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 5 points so far.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for him. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Clippers on the break. George has got it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now here's Gordon. Morris finds Gordon. Floats it up for Millsap. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And George with the stuff.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Morris passes to Rivers. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. Got a piece of it. Back to Leonard. Jackson up top. Lots of room. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked. Confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Morris. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Leonard, and the layup is good. Leonard's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Morris outside. Millsap has the open look. And it's off from three-point range. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Nice to see Millsap sprint ahead on the fast break and get the easy look at the rim.
George against Rivers. Morris outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Morris into the lane. Lays it up off the glass. Morris with the block. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Clippers. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Mann in at the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. McGee's shot is off.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. The Nuggets trail by 9.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Here's Rondo, following the basket by Paul Millsap. Rondo passes to Zubac. Here's Kennard. 5 on the clock. Back to Zubac. And he makes that one. Zubac has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Morris into the lane. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester.
When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And Millsap really getting up for that one. Love the aggressiveness.
Morris against Rondo. Now, here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. Here's Batum. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Well, as soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocked it.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Shot clock at 3. Batum, good. Batum's got his first 2 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's in there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Teams changing it up here. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Ibaka. McGee with the block. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Throws it up high. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific feat.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Here's Ibaka. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 3. Millsap passes to Bull. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Leonard looking over the floor. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets now on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Beverly wide open. That ball, nice speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Bull. 1:12 left in the second quarter. That one's not going to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Beverly. And it's Rivers with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 4. Denver passing it around.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly. And Denver also making a switch. Barton is checked in. Outside Leonard. George finds Batum. Just 5 on the clock. Back to George. McGee with the block.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Murray showing it all here. An exceptional player attacking while he's in the open floor.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Well, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Jackson has the open look. Off target from outside. He doesn't hit that one. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. Marcus Morris was the story in the first quarter. He had 8 points, 2 steals. And that'll do it for...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. First, seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Porter is out there with Gordon. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5.
And the playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays. Man, I didn't know he could get up like that.
Jackson against Murray. Here's George. And it's Denver with the rebound.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
For the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Kennard in for George. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
The Clippers trail. Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. The 3. Jackson misses.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Jokic. Mann passes to Jackson. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Batum against Barton. Floats it up for Jokic. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Jackson. Back to Beverly. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Beverly's got 5.
That's a pretty impressive finish for Montrezl Harrell.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Campazzo defended by Beverly. Morris passes to Green, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Down low, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Beverly. Feeds to Batum. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Barton kicks to Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Now Murray. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. For the 3. Batum grabs the miss.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Gordon. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside, George. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Rajon Rondo is out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Batum in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
The Nuggets leading by 4. And here is Morris. The pass to Bull. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Rondo drives in. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Rondo.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Morris outside. He kicks it to McGee. Dozier passes to McGee. 6 to shoot. A 3 from Morris. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
On the wing, Batum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on JaVale McGee.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Morris kicks to Dozier. And here's Millsap from the arc. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here's George.
And the defense from Millsap definitely has an impact on the trajectory of that one.
Bull with it. Leonard's there. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And again, Denver no good. Clippers trail by 5. Inside, Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Murray dishes to Gordon. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A three from Morris. Porter pulls it in.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
18 feet out. Jokic against Batum. Clock at 6. Misses off the right iron. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Out to Morris. Batum passes to George. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's good on the layup.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up, a huge shot at this moment in the game.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Barton the bounce pass. Left side Gordon. Outside Porter. Denver passing it around. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Porter. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Clippers trail by 5. Outside George. Passes it to Jackson. Lets it go with a 3. Porter pulls it in. Nuggets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris finds Batum. Yes!
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Barton outside. Now here's Murray. Jokic passes to Murray. From outside, off the mark.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Morris kicks to George. Back to Morris. Nice D from Porter. Rock loose. Murray the pass to Barton. Back to Murray. Beyond the arc. Off target with that shot. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. The city of Denver is in full mode. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Cauley Stein. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Bol. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Now, here's Doncic. Cauley Stein kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. A pass to Porzingis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Doncic right side. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
Outside, Porter. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Jokic finds Porter. Chalk up 2 there.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Doncic outside. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. Up again. Doncic outside. And stolen by Bol. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Oh, Porter in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
And here is Doncic. Now the pass to Cauley Stein. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. And it's Doncic missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Monte Morris is checked in for Michael Porter. And Dallas also making a switch. Brunson's checked in.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Stolen by Brunson. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets with some changes. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Bol. And it's Rivers in for Murray. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Cauley Stein. Richardson, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And Trey Burke subbed in for Hardaway.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Here's Morris. Makes it off the glass.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
1:32 left in the first quarter. Passes it to Marjanovic. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Millsap. And so Green will bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. And it's Gordon missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Here's Powell. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
That's about great concentration. Dwight Powell, under duress of the defense, finishes nonetheless.
Morris looking over the floor. Over Brunson. Millsap. And it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now Burke. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it goes down 2 points.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
Morris right side.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 2. And the second quarter. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a...
Southwest, I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got JaVale McGee, Paul Millsap out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Doncic with it. Kleba up top. Pass to Melly. Great D that time from Green.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. Mike Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Morris passes to Green. Pass to Dozier. 5 to shoot. Another shot. And that one's good. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Richardson the pass to Brunson. It's stolen by Green. And even 3-on-3 break. And the call on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
It's stolen by Green. And that's an intentional foul. Here's Green. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They need this one, and Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Denver leading by 6. Here's Dozier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The putback. It's good on the putback.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Doncic outside. Porzingis finds Doncic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And the dunk by Doncic.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
McGee's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Good on both. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Murray surveying the D. Rivers passes to Bull. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Porzingis. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Porter's checked in for Austin Rivers. And Dallas with a change here, too. Melly is checked in for Cauley Stein. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Back to Doncic. Lets it fly. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter. Denver shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Murray kicks to Porter. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Doncic outside. And he converts the layup. Doncic has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's all tied in Denver.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward.
And when Jokic gets rolling, all 250 pounds of him, he's a load to try to stop off the bounce.
The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night, and the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Doncic against Murray. High post try. Doncic, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Doncic feeling it out. On the wing, Hardaway. His three-pointers off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 4. Ahead. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Fast break, Dallas. The pass to Finney Smith. Now, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Here's the three. And it's Doncic missing.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley-Stein. Richardson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Powell slamming it down.
Well, that's the incredible leaping ability from Dwight Powell. Just jams it home.
Passes to Jokic. Shoots over Powell. And another miss by Denver. Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Richardson, good.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Millsap. Richardson against Rivers. It's rebounded by Dallas. And so they foul intentionally. So it's both teams making substitutions here. .153 left in the third. Richardson outside. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Morris with the ball. Here's Green. And he gets the bucket. Green's got 8 points. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now, here is Morris. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 6 points for him.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Brunson finds Burke. 52 seconds left to play in the third. That 3 off the mark. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
To the paint, McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Milson. 2 points. That one goes. Here's Morris. He's got 6. Pass to Millsap. And here is Morris. Five on the clock. Off target at the rim. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Maverick shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Hole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk. But with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Over to the wing. McGee finds Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Just 5 to shoot.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Richardson dishes to Hardaway. And the pass to Melly. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley Stein comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Richardson. Doncic outside. Clock at 6. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Morris passes to McGee. Outside Millsap. The feed to Green. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Now Doncic shoots the 3. And Bull pulls it down.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Fast break, Dallas. Here's Cauley Stein, and Bull pulls it down. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Lob pass to Gordon, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Richardson, he's checked in for Dallas. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Finney Smith. He kicks it to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. And the dunk by Doncic.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
The Nuggets trail by 3. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. All alone. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
1-4. Quarter. Doncic outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And here's the fast break. Murray kicks to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Porter dishes the ball to take the lead. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Porzingis, and he could not get that one. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Doncic against Murray. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Fires at the elbow. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so Mike Malone calls a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...